Good morning everyone. In today's video we are going to dig deeper on the tech stack that we use to build our previous app. If you don't remember, we made a video building a challenge app that was all powered by Coinbase Developer Platform. So this is the repo from WakeUp Labs, the team behind all these tutorials. You can find the link on the comments below. The first thing that we are going to do is of course clone the repo. We are going to go to our favorite code editor, in my case is Cursor, because if you're not using AI, are you actually building? Once you clone the repo, you will find something like this. If we go to apps, we will find the backend, that is all the smart contracts, and the frontend, that is www. The first thing that we are going to make is actually set our environment variables. If we go to the front end and go to env example, we will see all the things that we need, and we will copy and create our own env file for this. So let's give a look. Network configuration, it's already configured to work on base testnet, but we will need Piñata configuration and also CDP configuration. So let's quickly get that. For Piñata, it's really simple. We just need to go to their website and create a new API key. Remember to set all permissions and then create. Now we need to set the public gateway. For it, we are just going to use gateway.piñata.cloud since it's a free tier and we can completely use it for free. Now comes the interesting part. We actually need to get our Coinbase Developer Platform configurations. So first is project ID. We need to go to portal.coinbasedeveloperplatform.coinbase.com and create a new profile. Once we do that, we will create a new project here. I already created one, so we will use the information from this one. If you see here on the main page, you will find your project ID. For API keys, this is really simple. We just need to go to the API keys tab and click on create new API key, give a name, and create and download. Now that we finish our environment variables for the front end, we just need to go for the ones on the backend. On the backend variables, we have separated the base testnet and also the base mainnet. As you can see, the testnet is already configured, so you don't need to put anything. You can input your own developer wallet keys if you want to redeploy the smart contracts, but it's not needed for this demo to actually work. We only need to complete with the Piñata information that we already have. Now that we complete the env files, we are ready to install the dependencies to run the app. Now let's run npm install to install the dependencies. That was pretty fast. Now let's run the server. Perfect, now we already have our app running. So as remember, here on the sign in button, we are using Coinbase Developer Platform Smart Wallets, and you can use it via email or via phone. The CDP.tsx is literally the heart component of the embedded wallet. So basically the create account on login, what it's doing is creating an EVM smart wallet for us. The project ID is the one, of course, linking all the information with our own project that we already set on the Coinbase Developer Platform. Here on app configuration, you can see the auth methods. You have email and SMS, for example. Now, all the fun part happen on Accounts Manager. Accounts Manager is basically the component from CDP that manages all the flow that is happening when we are creating a smart wallet. From literally the pop-up to actually putting our mail and getting the OTP confirmation of digits to literally completing and creating the smart wallet. For example, here we have the auth button, that is the one that we are going to click to create our new wallet. Here we have our wallet display that shows how many USDC we have, and even we can copy the address. And here on account management, we literally have the options to set QR, to set the on-ramp and the off-ramp, and even the deposits and withdrawals. Now, when we create a challenge, submit a challenge, or do any type of activity that is on-chain, we are not paying gas fees. And this is thanks to the Paymaster option from Coinbase Developer Platform. So for example, let's go to our hooks and search for the challenge. So every time we are triggering an action, for example, in this case, creating a challenge, we are calling the sends user operations. And once we do that, since we have used CDP Paymaster set as true, we will start using the Paymaster feature. It's literally as simple as that, I'm not joking. Just a little trick that you can go to Base Tools and inside Paymasters, and here you will have all the configurations you need to set your Paymaster successfully. Even you will have analytics. So let's go to configurations, and here you can set how much USD you want to sponsor, how much USD you want to sponsor per user, the maximum amount you want to sponsor. Here you can see how much you are using already. If you want to put cycles, even if you want to put actually sponsor by section in terms of branding, we are putting, of course, WakeUp Labs in this case. And you can even gate it with Coinbase verified users or the Coinbase One subscribers. Those are great programs, by the way. Actually, Coinbase One subscribers unlocks access to different perks inside the on-chain ecosystem from Base. Now, when it comes to on-ramping, we also use CDP, and this is probably one of the most interesting ones. So basically what we are doing when we create the on-ramp button is calling a session generation. Here in this part of the code, and you can see, we are creating the GWT token. And later on the same file in line 79, we are making a request to the Coinbase API using this token that we already generated. Then the user interface where you see the Coinbase pop-up, it's all happening on the on-ramp TSX. This hook handles the whole front-end integration. As you can see here in the window part, it's opening the on-ramp as a pop-up. And that's all for now. WakeUp built a functional on-chain app using CDP components that save most of the work for us. All the front-end integrations and the user flows are already being handled by CDP. We just need to custom some part of the code and put the information that we get on the Coinbase Developer Platform for our profiles. If you want, you can clone this template and start changing things to play around and build your own unique app. Please share it with us once you do it, and see you on the next one.